Welcome back. Today we're counting down the top 7 times judges lost control in their own courtrooms. Judges are supposed to be the calm in the storm, but sometimes even they snap. And when it happens on camera, it's unforgettable. Thanks to open courts in America, we get to witness these raw moments of judicial frustration. It's not just about the law, it's about the human side of justice. And sometimes, the gavel comes down hard, on nonsense. So, get ready for threats, shouting matches, and even moments of unexpected compassion. These are the judges who threw the rule book out the window, if only for a moment. Don't even think about touching that dial. This is going to be good. Let's get started. We're heading to the heartland, folks. Kicking things off in the great state of Michigan, where justice takes center stage. Our story revolves around Judge John McBain, a man known for his stern demeanor and commitment to upholding the law. He found himself presiding over a particularly disturbing case, facing Kamia Gamut, a convicted murderer, cold and callous, with zero remorse for her heinous actions, a truly dangerous individual. During the sentencing hearing, Gamut displayed a shocking lack of respect, laughing and interrupting the proceedings with a disturbing smirk. Her blatant disregard for the gravity of the situation pushed McBain closer and closer to his breaking point. His patience, usually a virtue, finally snapped under the weight of her defiance. In a moment of raw emotion, he declared, "You are a danger to society." It wasn't just a sentence being handed down, it was a personal condemnation, a visceral reaction to the evil he saw before him. And when she, unbelievably, tried to talk back, to further disrupt the court, he issued a warning that echoed through the courtroom. "If you say another word, I'll have your mouth taped shut." It was a moment straight out of a high-stakes legal thriller, raw with emotion, shocking in its intensity, and, remarkably, totally real. He then proceeded to sentence her to life in prison, adding, with undisguised venom, "I hope you die in prison. If I could give you more, if the law allowed, I would without hesitation." A hush fell over the courtroom, the air crackled with unspoken tension. In that moment, Judge McBain had undeniably lost his composure, but maybe, just maybe, in the face of such unrepentant evil, it was entirely justified. Sometimes the carefully constructed facade of the black robe slips, and the real person underneath, with all their human emotions and frailties, comes out swinging. This was undeniably one of those times, a moment etched in courtroom history. After all, judges are human too, bound by the same emotions and limitations as the rest of us. And sometimes, just sometimes, even those tasked with upholding the law have simply had enough. Next up, we have a courtroom showdown of epic proportions. The People's Court with the formidable Judge Marilyn Millian presiding over the proceedings. Judge Millian is famous for her sharp wit and, of course, her no-nonsense attitude. She doesn't suffer fools gladly. In this case, a defendant made the critical error of trying to mansplain the law to her. A truly bold or perhaps foolish move. Bad move. A very bad move indeed. He lectured, attempting to school the judge on legal matters, but she swiftly cut him off. "Excuse me, are you talking to me in that tone?" Undeterred, he doubled down on his misguided approach. She fired back with a legal zinger. "Sir, I have the law degree hanging on my wall. You have a lawsuit. See the difference? There's a rather significant distinction." Despite the clear warning, he kept pushing his luck, and Millian's legendary patience finally evaporated into thin air. "I'm done. I am absolutely done. You don't get to lecture me in my courtroom. This is my domain. Who do you think you are, coming in here and trying to tell me how to do my job?" She emphatically banged the gavel, punctuating her point, ruled decisively against him, and made it abundantly clear, there's only one judge in her court, and that's that. He entered the courtroom a self-assured lion, but left a humbled lamb. It was a masterclass in shutting down arrogance and asserting authority with unwavering conviction. So, a word to the wise, don't ever mess with Judge Millian. She'll swiftly remind you who's boss, and she'll do it with her signature style and grace. Lesson definitively learned. Now imagine a judge who completely lost it, not at a defendant as you might expect, but at the system itself, a rare and powerful display of judicial frustration. In the vibrant city of New Orleans, Judge Frederick Schott, a man known for his composure, presided over what appeared to be a rather shaky DUI case, one that seemed destined for failure. But as the trial unfolded, the arresting officer's story began to unravel, falling apart piece by piece under Judge Schott's sharp and incisive questioning. He was meticulous in his pursuit of the truth. The judge's anger grew with each inconsistency, as the holes in the testimony widened, revealing a narrative that simply didn't hold water. Finally, Unable to contain his frustration any longer, he slammed his hand down on the bench. "I've had enough of this charade," he exclaimed, his voice echoing through the courtroom. He directly accused the officer of blatant lying and vehemently called out the prosecution for their decision to bring such a baseless and poorly constructed case before the court. Then, in a dramatic power move, "Case dismissed," he declared with finality. He threw the file down with force and sternly warned the officer, making sure his message was crystal clear, never, under any circumstances, to bring such a flimsy and dishonest case before his court again. Schott's loss of cool wasn't about ego, it was a passionate defense of justice itself. Sometimes the system desperately needs a judge, someone with authority and conviction, to stand up and unequivocally call out the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. This was undeniably one of those rare and pivotal moments. A heroic, albeit dramatic, loss of control in the pursuit of what's right, and ultimately, a resounding win for integrity and the principles of justice. In Broward County, Florida, Judge John Hurley faced off with a defense lawyer, and it got personal. What started as a routine bond hearing turned into a grudge match. The tension was thick, their history was obvious. Voices rose, accusations flew, and professionalism vanished. Hurley snapped, "We've been through this before, you know the rules!" The feud boiled over as Hurley shouted, "Be quiet! I'm the judge! When I'm talking, you don't talk!" He threatened contempt, and the lawyer finally backed down. The hearing became a battleground for old scores. Even judges have personal baggage, and sometimes it spills out for all to see. The black robe doesn't make you immune to grudges. It just makes them public. In Kentucky, Judge Amber Wolf's fury wasn't about anger. It was about compassion. A woman appeared in court for shoplifting, wearing only a long t-shirt, no pants, no dignity. Wolf stopped everything. "Excuse me? What is happening?" The defendant explained the jail denied her basic necessities. Wolf's disbelief turned to outrage. She called the jail director from the bench, demanding action. "This is outrageous! This is inhumane! She is a human being!" Wolf released the woman, apologized, and condemned the system's treatment. She lost her judicial detachment, becoming an advocate for basic decency. Sometimes losing control is the right thing. Justice isn't just about punishment, it's about humanity. Judge Wolf reminded us of that. Her fury was righteous and unforgettable. Across the pond, Judge Rinder faced a civil case with a twist. A defendant showed up in his underwear, having been mugged. The claimant mocked him, showing zero empathy. Rinder's wit vanished, replaced by icy fury. "Are you for real? Any humanity in you at all?" He delivered a blistering takedown, then halted proceedings. He ordered staff to buy the man new trousers, prioritizing dignity over the petty dispute. Rinder dropped the TV persona and became a defender of decency. Sometimes the best loss of control is standing up for someone who's been knocked down twice. Pure class, justice with heart. "You knew this was coming, my own meltdown." A mother let her kids run wild, causing chaos, and took zero responsibility. I tried patience. I asked simple questions. Blank stares. My blood boiled. This wasn't just about property, it was about failing as a parent and citizen. I snapped, "You are an idiot, an idiot!" I told her she was a disgrace, that her children deserved better, and that her attitude was the problem. I ruled against her, made her pay, but the real point was the lesson. Sometimes you have to shout to be heard. Did I lose control? Absolutely. But sometimes, that's what it takes to get through. Don't bring nonsense into my courtroom, period. Lesson delivered, loud and clear. What a ride. From duct tape threats to righteous fury over pants, we've seen it all. Courtrooms are pressure cookers, and sometimes even judges boil over. These moments show the human side of justice, compassion, anger, and everything in between. Judges aren't robots. Sometimes we need them to get angry for us. The law is human, and humans have bad days. Which meltdown was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and don't forget, get out of my courtroom. Case dismissed. See you next time.